Hello. Oh, we are back again. Going live. Letting everyone jump in early. Come on in. We are here in lovely Maine. It's a little overcast. There is rain on the forecast. Also, please let me know if the audio is working. There is rain on the forecast currently. But this evening, I always say that if you ever do LRG, a live reality game that is Survivor related, everyone should have one rainy night in the woods. It's like, I feel like it's like you're Christianing with doing these games. Like, you shouldn't have a complete dry, game. Like, you should be able to get a rainy night if you make it, a few days into the game. But everyone should try to get a rainy day when they play. All my past, current LRGers, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, and if you haven't, it's fun. Don't let that scare you. It's fun. No challenge yet. We are getting ready to have the players come in. We have our tribe, Caribou. You can see them right there behind me. They are lined up, and then we're going to bring in the two tribes so they can see who was voted out from those tribal councils, though they can kind of see them a little bit. They're kind of spread throughout the field at the moment, so they'll get an idea of who was voted out from the past two tribal councils. And then we're going to get underway with our challenge. And it is a hot one right now, so maybe there's good that there is some water involved. I'm going to go to the shade at the moment because it is hot, and I want my phone to not overheat. So I'm just going to go over here, and then I'm going to flip the camera around, and we are going to wait for Cameron to talk to our lovely players. So everyone has a look at Goddard at the moment, and Dunn, getting an idea of who was voted out from those last tribal councils. Caribou probably also contemplating, you know what? I didn't come here to hide in the shade. Let's go get in on this action. Let's see what our players are talking about.
It's important. Yeah. I think if we don't express it, then it makes it harder, right? Like, it's important to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Like, we're saying it's hard to talk about shit.
It's just like ultimately this game will be over in 2 days, but like these are the kinds of things that we're gonna take forward. That's really cool. That we get to do that.
Of course.
100%. Yeah. Grateful to have met you all.
I know.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Me too.
There's a lot of beautiful people here.
Yeah.
I
Really good
know.
casting, you guys.
It's insane. I'm like every single person is like, wow,
I
you're so
know.
incredible.
I know. It's really cool. It's really cool.
A little bit of a heartfelt moment over there. Let's see how Caribou's doing over here. Just saying hey to Caribou.
You took a nap.
Yes.
Much needed nap.
All right, our last two are walking in. We'll get to business. All right. Welcome back. Caribou, as you can see, voted off at our last two tribal councils was Geraldine and Sean from the Dunn and Goddard tribes. As part of that, we have 2 coins to hand off to Champagne, as well as one to Garrett. And last order of business here is I will take back immunity from Caribou. I can accurately say this time that both tribal immunities are up for grabs here. Just a single tribe is going to tribal council. Twice the chances of winning, twice the chances of safety. Now let's try to get you out of the sun, and I'll walk you down to show you the challenge.
All right.
Down to just 4 participants. Caribou, you will be sitting 2 players out. Goddard, you will be sitting 1 player out.
All right, you heard it here, folks. 2 tribes will be safe from this challenge. Only 1 going to tribal council. So double the chances of being safe. I'm sure they are happy to hear that.
This challenge is pretty simple to explain.
If you're just tuning in, we're getting ready to explain our challenge.
A platform water over. Once you have as much water as you want in it, the pair of you will lift your trough, walk through.
For those of you who have been fans of CYS, you probably recognize this lovely trough and the puzzle that comes along with it. And know how much, if you have ever played this puzzle, how much you, quotation marks, love it. End quotation marks. Another great staple of CYS. I don't know if it's a CYS original, but it is a unique puzzle, and it is definitely hard. And it usually is paired with water. So a little bit of a physical challenge, a little bit of endurance, and a lot of strategic. Ooh, the clouds came in and it's absolutely beautiful at the moment. So again, there is a puzzle involved. So even if somebody fills up their water quickly, this puzzle is not easy and could be a lovely equalizer if some tribes have more strength. Hey, we probably heard you here in the live stream, but why don't you give us a Spark Notes version?
Spark Notes version here is the tribes are about to get pretty wet here. They have to fill up this trough with water and then carry this trough through the high stepping obstacles, pouring water into their bucket. They'll do two back to back to back to back to back until they have enough water in their bucket to tip the teeter-totter, lifting the other side. Once they're able to do that, they can bring their disc all the way to the end where they'll solve the puzzle into the place where they had the water in the first place. First two tribes will win immunity. The last tribe will go to tribal council.
Anything unique about this puzzle?
It is a tricky puzzle. It's not necessarily unique, but figuring out all the pieces are curved. So figuring out everything kind of looks like the edge, and that's going to be the tricky part. It does take a while to figure that out. We have a couple coins hidden, some by the step through and some by where the buckets are. So we'll see if anyone finds those as well.
Thank you so much, Cam. All right, you heard it here first. So lots of water transportation happening to get their trebuchet water balancing to one side. So it looks like Kieran is sitting out and Patch is sitting out for their tribes. So let's see everyone competing. Dunn cannot sit anybody out. So all four will be competing. Oh, I don't think it's, I can't have both of them sitting out. I think it's just Kieran sitting out. So we'll have all the boys here. All the boys from Goddard will be participating. And then over here, we have some deliberation happening.
Okay. Yeah, my power has on my so.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. That's
So
okay.
y'all two and us two will be paired
Yeah,
when we go?
sounds good.
Okay, great.
You guys are gonna crush it. I'm not worried.
Okay.
I also, yeah, I don't know. I a little bit think we would be okay with the puzzle. I think because I think there's also like a high knees getting through.
But I'm
I
also.
don't know.
I
You
can
feel
do
good?
it. I feel good.
All right,
I mean, I just like don't
Okay,
hold it
so
against me. Yeah.
If you feel like you're like I absolutely can't.
Y'all got it.
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
you're
ready.
gonna crush the puzzle.
All right, looks like Caribou has decided who is sitting out, and it is Aldrin and Rede.
All right, it looks like Aldrin and Rede are sitting out. They're gonna go find some shade.
So we are going to head.
Just waiting on one.
So we have a tentative coin count from this morning. I don't know if it was posted in the viewers lounge. We don't have an updated one since we started the day. We can try to get that to you. It's a little hard sometimes because it's hard to clock who is picking up coins on the field. And the only way we have been able to get the coin counts have been asking our wonderful confessional teams to ask them how many coins they currently have in their possession, besides the ones that have been bequeathed from those voted out or who have received votes. It looked like our two players who were voted out didn't have coins to give because Champagne received 2 and Kieran received 1 because they both received votes. So we'll have a few angles here it's probably not going to be a good location for me here, but once I start seeing people move, I'm going to back up. But at least here, you can see also pretty high little knee stepping action. So now they want to get as much water they think they can carry successfully without spilling it. They don't need to fill it up too much because, again, you want to be, this is all about communication, and it's all about getting as much as you can into your bucket. Nick and Raul are going through the high step first. Leo and Phil, and then our lovely ladies on Dun. A lot of water falling from our Caribou tribe. Jess and Lindsay navigating. Jess is backwards, probably not the best way to go through. Both of our boys are here. Let's see how much water they can all pour in. We're going to give you two. All right. Decent pull there. Let's give a little look. All right. Pretty decent pours from both of them. The ladies have made it back now. They're pouring in.
Now Lindsay and Jessica pouring.
It's a little high. Getting as much water as they can in, but another thing is that it is not a light platform that they have to pick up as well. So it is heavy. And they just have to be reminded that this is still anyone's game. The puzzle is an equalizer, and you just have to keep going. I know it seems hard for our lovely Dun tribe, but they are fighters. So we've got Cod and Francesca. Let's see how their pour goes. Oh, and I think they missed most of their bucket. And let's go here. Gideon Patch with a solid pour. It gets easier as you pour because obviously your buckets start to lower.
Working their way through the high step obstacle.
Let's see how Champagne and Kelly do with pouring. They're keeping it low, and now they do have to raise it high to get this pouring. A little bit of water leaking out. A lot of communication. It is a bit heavy, but they had to.
No, I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Our ladies on the Dun tribe just trying to figure out a way to get the water into the bucket. And there is a bit of a learning curve to get the water into the bucket. But again, the biggest thing is every time you come out, finding a better strategy that works for you. And all these players have been able to do that in all these challenges. So I have confidence that they should be able to do that. A great pour by our Goddard tribe. Caribou now here for the pour.
I think we go a little higher.
Communication from Leo. A pretty decent pour from Caribou. Let's see. All right. Jess and Lindsay moving very fast. Still a good amount of water there. Now they just have to get it inside. Lindsay giving positive words of confidence to her tribe mate, saying they got it. Any little bit of water helps in this challenge, and the biggest thing is not giving up.
All right, we have Patch and Gideon.
Patch and Gideon are now on the floor. Francesca and Cod right behind them. It's still anyone's race because this challenge ends with a puzzle. And puzzles, as we've seen here in CYS, are not easy. All right. Goddard's bucket is starting to move. Let's see how this goes for Cod and Francesca. A very good pour from Cod and Francesca. The bucket did not go as high, but let's see if you can see inside. Good chunk of water there. Goddard does have a bit more water, and Dunn has been struggling to get water in their bucket, but they do have some in there, and there's a little bug going for a swim. All right, Champagne and Kelly back out. They still have a good amount of water. Very smart strategy. Bringing the bucket to them. Does it pay off? And it does. And they are finally able to get water into their bucket, and they are back in this. That is the strategy and brain thinking you need to do in this challenge. You just need to figure out how do you get it work for you, and those girls are doing it. And they do, and they're good. Goddard is moving on to the puzzle. They are asking for their players to join them. Let's see if this will do it for Caribou. That does give them a slight lead. Let's see if this is enough water for Phil and Leo. And it is good. It is enough water for them. All right, now it's just done on the course, but they are still in it. They are working very hard. We're going to move on to the puzzle so I can show you the puzzle pieces, but you will still have a camera on Dunn and watching them. Now remember we said this puzzle is not easy. The pieces are all different shapes and sizes, different angles. You may think pieces work together, but they don't. Coming from experience, not easy. All the boys working to figure out how to figure out this puzzle.
We have Champagne and Kelly coming back.
Let's see how Caribou's going. They got all their pieces spread out, but it seems like Leo just fits a piece.
This is a difficult puzzle.
So both tribes figuring out these pieces. Dunn finally has a technique that works for them. So they are back in this. Hopefully they can also join on the puzzle. Lots of deliberation. Remember, we are looking for 2 to finish this puzzle, so Dunn just needs to make it back. Now we're starting to see some of the puzzles take place. They're starting to slowly build. Puzzles are starting to fit in slowly. They looks like they're working from one side in. Both tribes are working from one side in. I do believe Caribou might have more pieces though than Goddard. Patch is looking to see if they're missing any pieces. Dunn is still out on the course, hoping that they just need one more. But again, the boys are still trying to figure it out for Goddard. Caribou is working through. It looks like they are actually getting very close to maybe completing this puzzle.
This could potentially be the last quarter for them. It's pretty even in the 2 buckets right now.
Let's see. They only have a few pieces, but again, they are figuring out. With just a few pieces left, it looks like Caribou is done. And they have flipped their puzzle, Francesca, very quickly. Now the boys are left to visit. Dunn hoping that this is it. Is it enough? It is. Dunn. Dunn needs to bring the puzzle, bring the trough. Dunn is now out on the puzzle. They are still in this. I said Goddard was the first one here. So now it is a slight race as they are quickly on the board. Very large lead. But can Dunn maybe potentially make a comeback here? The boys are struggling a little bit, but they are still in this. But Dunn is now on the board.
Have been working on this puzzle for quite some
They're
time.
trying to figure out what pieces fit and what works. Can the communication work?
Seem to have much of an issue.
Caribou is just watching. We're going to come over here and have a look at Dunn. They are figuring out this puzzle because, again, they have been looking.
Looks like it should fit on the edges.
Again, the boys seem to have hit a speed bump. But they do have a few pieces that are fit, so now the girls have to try to capitalize and see, can they figure this puzzle out? It is not easy.
Both tribes trying to communicate.
They're trying to figure out what pieces
At a
work.
certain point, things just aren't clicking. Do not give up, both of you. Just
Anyone
came from the
is
tribal
in this.
council.
Dunn has been
Neither
working
was returned
very
to tribal
hard,
council.
very efficiently.
Everyone trying a variety of different things. Looks like Jess found some things that fit.
Potentially pieces are starting to come together.
Goddard had a huge lead, but it's starting to evaporate.
It is anyone's race here. We're looking for second individual immunity. This would be a huge comeback for our ladies on Dunn. If they can start getting pieces to click. Goddard has hit a small speed bump. A little bit of cheering from Leo. Girls are trying to figure out what fits and trying to get their pieces to work together as Caribou looks on. Pieces seem to be fitting, but they haven't found yet a pattern to make it work.
Yep, love it. Okay, so we need to do a steep slope.
They have pieces together, but pieces that haven't really fit there. So they are trying to figure out what works. This puzzle is a unique puzzle where all the puzzles are different shapes. The boys are kind of stuck.
Neither of you wants to go roll another person.
This puzzle is not a complete circular puzzle. There's a notch. COD giving them a helpful tip that there's a notch. They have fit the first piece and they are going to start building from there. But I think Goddard has fit. Goddard might have figured it out as they are only working with a few pieces left. Just as Dunn has started to figure it out. And it looks like Goddard is fitting their last piece.
Just one piece away. Goddard!
And Goddard has one second immunity, sending Dunn back to Tribal Council. Leo telling the ladies heads up. Everyone was in this. This was a fight from start to finish. These ladies kept fighting, figuring out strategy that worked for them to get them to the puzzle. And that is what is important here in Survivor, is not giving up. Caribou and Goddard have won immunity, and Dunn will be going back to Tribal Council. All right, everyone. Great effort by Dunn. Give them some love in the comments, please. That was a hard fight. What they did was they found a strategy that worked for them, and that is what you do here in the game of Survivor. You don't give up. And those ladies were fighting to the very end. They figured out what worked for them to be able to get them past that level with that puzzle water trough. So give them some love, please. It is not easy out here. These players have been going really hard. There have been no reward challenges, if you all can remember and think about it technically. Usually when you play games, there's reward challenges with food, and it's the Hunger Games. So that theme is on brand. So everyone is tired physically, mentally. This is probably the first time it's been this overcast, this whole game for them. So everyone is also just exhausted. The heat has been getting to them, but everyone is rock stars. Those ladies should be holding their heads high. Unfortunately, they are having to go back to tribal council and voting someone out of CYS District 13. I am going to sign off from this tribal challenge, and I will see you all back on the field after our tribal council. Thank you, everyone.